It's been a minute since I shouted out my dude, Joel Embiid. And it's been a minute too long, because if you have not noticed, my dude Joel has been on a whole other level lately. My man's on one. If you haven't noticed, my dude Joel is playing the best ball of his entire career. If you haven't noticed, Joel is the best basketball player in the world right now. Oh, that's a hot take. Not nearly as hot as saying water tastes great. Anyway, Joel goes into last night with the best odds to win the MVP. That was before the game. Best odds to win the MVP, despite the fact that the two-time reigning MVP is 0.2 assists per game away from averaging a triple-double as a center for the number one seed in the West. All right, think about that for a minute. As the kids like to say, marinate on that for a minute. This guy is this close to averaging a triple-double for the number one seed, and he's not the favorite to win the MVP. And he's the two-time reigning MVP. So that's how it was going into last night's game. In any other season in the history of the association, the Joker resume is more than enough to easily rip the MVP. Except this is not just any other season or any other MVP race. Jokic has been incredible. So is Giannis. I'm not saying otherwise. Joel, though, has been even better. Joel was already holding the scoring lead and was already the MVP betting favorite before he went absolutely thermonuclear against the Celtics last night, and he did it on national TV. So before Joel basically ended the MVP debate, he had the lead going in. Except now it's his. I mean, give this guy the hardware right now. Give this guy the hardware before I even finish the Open. Give it to him now. 52 points, 13 boards, 6 dimes, and 20 of 25 from the field. Only one other player has ever put up at least 50, 10, and 5 on 80% shooting. Only one other guy's ever done that in the history of the game, and that guy's name is Wilt the Stilt. Last night also made Joel the first center to post 3 50-point games in a single season since Kareem did it back in 71-72. So you know you're doing something really right and truly amazing when you're in the exclusive clubs with Kareem and Wilt. The dude has been an incredible player since day one, especially when healthy, but he somehow, some way has found an entirely different level this year, an extra gear than most thought that he just didn't have because he'd already maxed out. He'd already hit his ceiling.
The ceiling is the roof.
It is. It is. And water tastes great. So I've got to agree with Doc Rivers when he says that the MVP race effectively ended last night. What are you going to tell me next, Doc? The water tastes great? Now, Doc's not wrong. He's biased, but he's not wrong. And you don't have to take it from me either, or him. Just take it from Vegas, because they're rarely wrong. They were wrong in the championship game, man. They got their asses kicked, didn't they? Everybody was on UConn. But take it from Vegas, because as of this morning, Joel's MVP odds shot all the way up to around minus 600. Minus 600 effectively means he's already won, which means Vegas most definitely agrees with Doc. The race is over. Trust that process. Trust the minus 600 process. And look, again, I'm not trying to take anything away from the Joker or Giannis. They both have had mind-boggling seasons, incredible seasons. I don't think there's necessarily a wrong choice for MVP, but there certainly is a right choice, and the right choice is Joel. Like I said, why haven't they given it to him already? The hardware should be in his hands before I get to the end of this Open. But again, if I'm not a credible enough source and you need to hear it from somebody else, then get it and take it from two-time MVP. A two-time MVP would know exactly what it takes to win the MVP, so don't take it from me. Take it from two-time MVP, Steph Curry.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Hey, Steph Curry.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Hey, Steph, are you there?
Hey, Jim Rome.
Yo, what up, Steph?
Hey, Jim Rome. This is Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors. In case you forgot, I wanted to remind you of what the NBA is.
What is this, Steph?
A man's game.
Hey, Steph Curry. This is Jim Rome of the Jim Rome Show. And you know what the Jim Rome Show is? Straight fire.
Man's game.
Hey, yo, what up, Steph? Thanks for checking in.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Hey, Steph Curry.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Hey, Steph Curry.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Hey, Steph Curry.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Hey, listen, man, all good on this end. Thanks for asking, Hall of Famer. Thanks for asking, legend.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Just chilling. Hey, Steph Curry.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Steph.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Hey, hold
Jim
up.
Rome. Hey, Jim Rome.
Steph, hold up, man.
Hey, Jim Rome. Hey, Jim Rome. This is Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors.
Hey, Steph Curry. Hey, Steph Curry. Hey, Steph Curry. This is Jim Rome, the Jim Rome Radio Show. Listen, what I'm trying to do, Steph, I'm trying to read your great take on the MVP race via Bleacher Report. Here it is. Steph said, quote, any person you pick, their body of work can be compared to Jokic or Giannis. But Joel took a leap that I think a lot of people didn't expect because he was dominant already. That leap turned heads and put Philly in a great position. If I had to pick, it would be him. End of quote. Hey, Steph Curry.
Hey, Jim Rome.
Thanks for backing me up on that. There you go. I'm with Steph. And not only has Joel had a ridiculously dominant season.
Kind of ridiculous.
He's finishing that with that kind of ridiculous dominant season with even more ridiculous dominance.
So in all honesty, it was ridiculous.
And the same is not exactly to be said about Denver, right? I mean, they are looking at that 1 seed, but the vibes on the other hand, they're not exactly the same in the sense that Jokic has missed 3 games and then came back with a dud last night in a rough loss to the Rockets. A loss so rough that it led to a post-game reaction from Michael Malone where he lit his own guys up. Hell yes. I love that so much. That was so awesome what he just said. He just said, I'm not calling them soft to you. I called them soft to their face. And then I dared them to tell me that we were not. I dared them to tell me it's not true. And none of them did. That's badass. I love that. He made that very clear. We were soft tonight. And he made it clear also, I'm not saying we're soft. I'm saying we were soft tonight. And I'm not just coming out here and making that message known through the media. I said it to their faces before I said it to you. I love that.
Right in my face.
Especially since we're talking about a team that could have clinched the 1 seed in the West last night. Because anybody taking their foot off the gas with Michael Malone in charge is going to get Michael Malone's boot up their ass. Kind of like one guy gets their ass chewed, we all get our asses chewed.
We as a group were soft tonight.
He also said that the Joker, quote, struggled last night in his return. And unfortunately for the 2-time reigning MVP, limping to the finish line is not going to cut it in the MVP race, especially when Joel is finishing like a freight train. And he is. Congrats, big fella. You now just won your first MVP. Others might be deserving, but nobody is more deserving than you. Looking forward to what I know will be a great acceptance speech, big dude.
The MVP race is over.
It is over.
Trust the process?
It is over. My man finishing like the big dog and boss that he is, like a freight train. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell to be the first to know when we do upload a new video.